guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. Today I'm going to be talking with you about goal setting and my process for living a life of intention. I'm going to be talking a lot about the Powersheets because I have been using the Powersheets process for goal setting since about 2015, and I do have some fun resources that I want to share with you. If you're not subscribed, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified of all of my future videos. So let's get started. Okay guys, so Wednesday, if you're watching this live, October 4th is when Powersheets, the 2024 Powersheets went on sale. First, I would love to hear if you purchased the Powersheets and what cover choice you got, because I thought they were really nice this year. I completely stepped out of my comfort zone and got the Crocus, which is this beautiful purple. I have a full review and walkthrough of the 2024 Powersheets, all of the changes that they made from last year, all of the things that I love about the Powersheets, and just what they added back in that made my decision to use whether or not I'm going to use Powersheets for 2024 a lot more difficult. So I will leave that in the description box below. Now, if you've been watching any of my goal planning videos this year or even the second half of 2022, you will know that I stopped using the Powersheets in the middle of 2022. I have a whole video of why I stopped using the Powersheets, and I think that honestly it was mainly because I did not feel Laura Casey coming through in the Powersheets process in 2022 as much. And obviously at this point, if you've followed Cultivate What Matters at all, you know that Laura stepped away from Cultivate What Matters. She sold the company and she had a lot of personal stuff going on in her life, and it was the next best step for her. So when I recorded that video, I didn't know that she had stepped away from the company and that she was in the process of selling the company. I just felt that things were different than what I was used to, and I didn't like it as much. So anyways, it was also really hard for me in 2022 because 2021 was the most successful year I've ever had using Powersheets. I definitely credit a lot of that to the mini goal action plans that were in each quarterly refresh in the 2021 Powersheets. They took those away in 2022. I think they were only in the Powersheets for 1 year. Again, it was my most successful year and they took them away. And so I decided instead to use this year a Lloydstrom notebook. And I think this is a B5 size. I think that's what it is. I got this notebook because in 2023, this year, the Powersheets got slimmed down so much there was no space for reflection. I need a lot more space for reflection. And you can see that here. I have all of these pages written in already for 2023, and I don't know what's going to happen for 2024 yet. Now, I will say that I still do not think that the prep work in the Powersheets for the 2024 version is enough room for me. I am somebody who likes to write a lot, which you obviously just saw, and I think that some of these pages, I love these pages, and I use these prompts to reflect on my year and to help me with the goal setting process, but I need so much more space. So for this good things that happened this year, this would give me space for maybe 10 to list 10 things, but I want to write paragraphs about the good things that have happened or the challenges that I've had. I really like to flesh out all of that information. I know that not everybody loves a long reflection, but for me, it is a way to just decompress and get all of the things out of my head. For me, goal setting really starts with getting everything out of my mind and making sure that I have an understanding of what I have gone through in the previous year and why I want to make changes in specific areas of my life. And so that's why I spend so much time doing reflection. I know that it's not for everybody, but if you are interested or want some help with your prep work this year, as you are getting ready to set up your goals, I would love for you to come join my membership community We're walking through this process together. It doesn't actually matter which goal planner you're using. The process that I go through, it does not really follow any one process. I definitely have extra things that I consider as I'm setting up my goals, but I would love for you to come join us over there. I think we're gonna go through it live. It should be a lot of fun. At least I'm looking forward to it. But once you get through the prep work and you have all of the things written out that you want to improve in your life, the next sections of the power sheets I think are so powerful in helping you hone in on what is most important. I think that goal setting can be challenging because you see all of the things that you want to change. And sometimes when we're setting goals or intentions for the year or resolutions, I don't really like New Year's resolutions, but if you think about things in that way, you want to make all of these changes in the first week of the year. And what ends up happening is you have all of this momentum going into a new year. It's a brand new calendar start, and then you fizzle out by the middle of January. And that's because you're not planning out when some of these tasks and goals and projects associated with the goals ought to happen. And so I think that that is where the Power Sheets really helps you out a lot. So this is a monthly goal setting process, and I really like that. It gives you a chance to revisit your goals each month, and I do this during my monthly reset. Every month I have tons of vlogs of my monthly reset days. If you're interested, I will leave a playlist link in the description box. This year I was pleasantly surprised to see that they actually changed the name of this to monthly reset. And so you have a chance to come in here and really consider your time. When you are setting goals, you have to understand how much time you have to put into those goals. Now, I have talked in my last couple of goals videos, my fall refresh, my September goals, and then again, my October goals, I will leave links for those in the description box, that I treat seasons differently in my goal setting. So for fall, I consider September, October, November as fall, and December is just a completely different month. I don't set a bunch of projects out. It's really a focus on family, it's a focus on traditions, and it's a focus on planning ahead for 2024. That's financial planning, it's goals, it's, what books do I want to read? How do I want to improve my business? Are there home management things that I want to focus on? A lot of it is related to goals, but I'm not creating new projects to work on in December. So understanding your time, the time that you have to put into these goals, is very important. Then you're moving into a new section this year, which I went over how much I love this section in my review of the 2024 Power Sheets, and that is this break it down section. And this reminds me of the mini action plans, the mini goal action plans that I love so much and use each quarter for my goals. So you're writing a goal and then you're writing steps to get to that point, or ways to make progress in that particular goal. And so I really, really like this page. And then once you're finished with your monthly reset, figuring out how much time you have to put into your goals, and you've broken the goals down, you can take the steps from here and transfer them to your tending list. And I've been using my life planner to set out kind of my own version of a tending list. And I break it into monthly projects, weekly rhythms, and daily habits. And I do this based on several things that I go through with my goal planning each month. And again, I share that with you in my membership community if you're interested. So I love the process of the Power Sheets. I think that the way that they get you to think about your life, to think about what is most important, where you want to prioritize your time, the different areas of your life that you can improve, I think that that is all so helpful as you are setting out to consider goals. Now, again, because I like a lot of words and I'm a very wordy person, you may notice that from all of my very, very long videos, I am unsure if I'm going to use the Power Sheets for 2024. Now, the changes that they have made have really made it difficult for me to not want to use the Power Sheets, because I think that, especially with the addition of this break it down page, it would be so beneficial to me. But if I look at how much I wrote down in this Leutstrom notebook, I am worried that I will start writing in the Powersheets, and I just won't have enough space. So I'm still undecided. At some point I will figure it out, but I am undecided at the moment. The one thing that I thought perhaps I might do is to try their brand new Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner. Again, I'm unsure. I'm unsure because I already have a daily planning system, but I did think that the fact that they have all of the prep work that is associated with the Powersheets in this little 90-day planner, the fact that I would revisit my prep work each quarter rather than just doing prep work for the entire year, it might give me the space I need, because instead of thinking about a full year's worth of goals and a full year's worth of reflection, I am only thinking about 90 days. So I am unsure if I will instead change to this Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner. It is an undated planner, and the one thing that they don't have in this that I was really excited about is that break it down page with the 6 goals and the checklist under it. So in the 90-day, you have your monthly reset and then right to your tending list, and then you have undated daily planning pages, which I really like. And this is similar to the layout that I use in my Erin Condren Daily Duo, which I use every single day. I have tons of daily plan with me's or week of daily plans videos if you're interested in seeing those. But I don't know if I am up for a 90-day goal planner this way. So this video is kind of all over the place because I'm unsure what I'm going to be using for 2024. Now, I did purchase 2 new Leuchtturm notebooks that I loved. So I wanted the yellow first. I saw the yellow and I thought this is the color that I want for my goal planner this year, but the yellow was out of stock. And so I bought this sage color, which is beautiful, and they are B5. Yes, I was correct. So I bought this sage color, but then the yellow came back in stock. So now I have 2. You can never have too many notebooks, right, guys? So I don't know if I will use the yellow Leuchtturm notebook, if I will decide to go with the 90-day Fresh Start, or if I will use the Powersheets. So I've considered a couple of different things. I have considered still using a notebook in coordination with the Powersheets. So I'm going through the process of the Powersheets, but I am just writing everything from the Powersheets into this notebook and then using the monthly planning pages in the Powersheets itself. I've also considered just using the Powersheets as a work goal planner and then doing all of my personal goal setting in the Leuchtturm notebook. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I wanted to share some of my thoughts with you guys because I know that everybody's kind of considering goal planners at this point in the year. All the new goal planners have recently come out. You have Powersheets, you have Moxie Life, you have the Get Organized HQ planner, you have Dave Ramsey's goal planner, you know, Full Focus from Michael Hyatt. There's so many different goal planners, or even just using a notebook the way that I use a notebook. I think that now is a great time to kind of see how everybody is making their choices about what they want to do for goal planning in 2024. So again, I do not have a final decision and I'm still trying to consider what is going to make the most sense for me. If taping in extra pages, I have done that in the past where I've just taken printer paper and folded it and used washi tape to add extra pages into my Powersheets, but I'm not sure that I want to do that this year. I did do that, I think, in 2021 when I was using those goal action plans. And I did want to also just show you the goal action plans. These are a wild card, free printable in Goal School. If you purchase the Powersheets, you have access to the basic Goal School. I think they have Goal School Premium, which I do not subscribe to, but as far as I know, these are still available, these goal action plans. And essentially you just write your goal and some starting steps when you're going to complete them. And this is what I use to plan out my quarterly goals. When you're thinking about living a life of intention, you do need to consider how you've been living in the previous year or years and what changes you are willing to make going forward. And I say changes that you're willing to make because unless you're committed to actually making the changes, it's going to be very hard. Even if you fill out the tending list every month and you have things set up, if you don't have buy-in for the goals that you want to accomplish, it's going to be hard. And that's why I think that the Powersheets process is so helpful. I know that it has a lot more prep work than most other goal planners. I think that Powersheets probably has the most prep work that I've ever seen associated with goal planning, but I think that especially if you're new to goal setting, it's very helpful to have that information in front of you. It really takes you on a journey of from where you're starting with goal setting to where you want to be. And oftentimes when you go through the Powersheets prep work, what you thought you were going to work on before you started your prep work and what the prep work has told you you really want to work on are completely different things. I think that's part of why I still love Powersheets, even though I haven't been using them as much. Just the ability to take you on that journey to figure out what is most important and where you want to concentrate your time and invest money or time, I think is really, really good. So I wanted to just get on here and have a little chat. And if you have purchased the Powersheets, again, I would love to know which Powersheets you're getting. Are you doing the yearly version? Are you doing one of the 90-day versions? They have the 90-day fresh start, and they also have the 90-day Powersheets, which is an undated weekly planner. I have last year's version here actually that I can show you. The prep work is going to be the same as in the Fresh Start Daily, but the weekly planning pages look like this. So it's a horizontal planner with a little to-do list and a little note section. So if you are interested in this, that is another option. So thank you guys for watching. I know this, again, was all over the place, but I kind of wanted to share some of my thoughts with you and just explain kind of my thought process, the decisions that I'm trying to make at the moment, just figuring out what are the places that I want to focus on, and do I need as much space as I typically take for goal planning? Maybe this year when I start out my goal planning process, I won't have as much to write down, in which case I probably would use the 2024 Powersheets, or maybe I will see that I do just need to spend a lot of time and journal, in which case I will use a notebook instead. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have questions about anything that I talked about, please let me know in the comments, or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box. Again, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.